Hey guys, future Artemis here. Just wanted, before we start this podcast, I want you guys to know that I messed up and the canvas was a bit off. So the quality isn't going to be as good for this episode, and I do apologise for that. But try not let that throw you off. Just leave me in the background if you're going to watch it. That's what I would highly recommend. Just because it is a bit worse quality, it might strain your eyes. I just wanted to give you guys this warning. It is dealable, but I just wanted you guys to know, wanted to let you guys know, doing my part of letting you guys know. Anyway, I'm gonna let Pass Me Talk, the idiot, that forgot to, check that the canvas was right. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hey guys, and welcome in to Artemis Anarchy, episode 14 I think now. How the fuck did we get this far? Anyway, let me know how you guys are doing down in the comments if you're on YouTube and all that stuff. You know the deal by now. You know how we do it over here. It's very chill. It's very nice. So we're going to talk about skating, like skateboarding stuff, and just looking back a bit more and talking about how crazy the past year has been. Ish, I guess. So we're going to jump into that. Welcome in to Artemis Anarchy. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be talking about skateboarding and stuff like that. And the first thing I want to cover is, I guess, getting the confidence in like yourself with just riding around and doing like just getting that feel for the board, I guess, because like there's a lot of things that you do need to understand when you're skating, and you need to be comfortable riding that board first before you try any sort of tricks. But like, if you want to try a trick, just try it. It's not gonna, well, it might hurt you if you try it, but you just gotta be prepared for that, you just gotta accept that you're gonna fall. If you go out skating and don't fall, you weren't trying hard enough, like, I might not fall every time that I go out skating, like I might not fall badly, but I'll still trip up on the board. I'll still, almost fall off the board, but because I'm used to falling off a skateboard now, it's a lot more fluid to me. I can stay on my feet a lot more. I can fall off and just get right back up and start skating again. It's just all about getting used to it, You just gotta get used to that board and used to how you ride. I also needed another drink there because I'm very out of fucking shape because I've not skated in like a few months, like properly. And like today was probably the first time I've properly went out skating in the past like 2 months maybe. It might have been 2, it might have been 3, I don't know. Probably about October or November was the last time I was out skating, I believe. But yeah, like even taking breaks from skating does help because it lets your muscles relax again. You're not as tense, you're more mentally ready, I guess. So you're not as like worried for the whole following thing and stuff. You just think of it as getting on your board, just chilling out, just riding it, having fun with it, and not even like worrying about making that trick. Like, usually if I'm out skating, I do try to do like a kickflip or like 3 or something. Like, I attempt at least like 3 or 4 kickflips every time I'm out skating because like I'm wanting to get better at them. I'm not landing on the board, but I know it's going to come eventually, and I've just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until like my body commits to the trick, till my mind commits to the trick. Like, my mind is committed to the trick, but my body still jumps that bit back because the first time I tried to learn a kickflip, I thought when the board's flipping, it's going to come back a little bit. And obviously, I've either overjudged it or something, and my body just does it by natural now. Like, it naturally just shifts back to try and catch that board, but I moved too far back, and then it just falls, and it falls right in front of my feet. My feet, like, scrape off the side sometimes. Sometimes the board will go, like, miles ahead, because I'll be leaning too far back. But, again, skating's just trial and error, really. If you really think about it, you've just got to, you know, try until it works, you know? Just, like, have your fun, but don't stress yourself out about it, because it is there just to be a bit of fun. But, yeah, like, all that kind of stuff. I need to fucking check something real quick as well, but it's fine. I checked it, it's fine. But, yeah, like, there's a lot of, like, I don't know why I'm sitting cross-armed, but yeah, there's a lot more to skating than most people seem to think as well. Like, hell, there's more to it than what I thought as well, because, like, I used to think, oh, I can just jump on a board and I'll be able to ollie straight away. Hell no. I can still barely ollie to this day. Like, I can ollie, I can land an ollie, but I can't ollie over anything because, again, my mind's in that state where it thinks if I can land a kickflip, I can land anything, and I can't land a kickflip, so I can't land an ollie up something or an ollie down something. I can do a few other tricks, like I can do nose stalls on curves and manuals. That's about it. But yeah, like, there's a lot of variation to skateboarding and stuff, like, because, like, obviously what I do mainly is street and freestyle. When I try to, is my main kind of skating style. I don't really like vert too much because, like, I don't know, I've never liked, like, the ramps or anything. They've just not been my thing, I guess. But, like, again, you get more variations of street skateboarding. You can be like street park or street, I guess. I don't know. Like, if you do only skating purely in the street, then I would consider that street skating, I guess. I don't know what to call it for that. But, like, same with the freestyle stuff. Like, if you can incorporate your street skating into your freestyle skating, nice. But you have to be able to do it vice versa as well, because if you can get the freestyle stuff, like, done while moving and stuff, like when you're, like, going through the street and stuff, it usually comes out better. But we are also going to actually touch on something else related to skating, but more related to me in general. And that is, well, this channel in general, this stream in general, whatever, wherever you're watching it. If you're watching it right now as I'm streaming, or as a YouTube video on Monday or whatever. But, like, what I'm mainly thinking of doing is making a separate channel for skating, for purely skate content, nothing else. It will be sporadically, like, uploaded and stuff, because I want to get a few clips. I want to, you know, talk through stuff and all that. But, like, we're gonna basically do it as, like, a vlog kind of thing, almost. Like, we're gonna, like, you guys are going to see me learn and improve tricks and all that stuff, because obviously your boy ain't good at skating, you know. But again, I want to get better at it. I want to improve with it. And, like, it's just a lot of trial and error with skating. But the content side of things will be fun, because you guys will actually get to see me fall. Because we should be like properly filming it and stuff like that. Well, not properly, but using the GoPro and stuff like that, you know. And then just once we've got all of that kind of sorted out and stuff, it should work. But again, it's going to take us a while to figure out what we did, where we're going with it, and like just how we're doing stuff. I basically said the same thing twice there. We're going to ignore that. I'm going to leave it in because I don't like to edit the podcast. I like for you guys to see as much mistakes as I make and my thought process, I guess. And plus, you know, like the stream in general gets to see it, so you guys can see it. The only things I cut out of this podcast is the chatting with stream before the podcast and the playing the games after. Which, again, if you want to come and check me out and playing games, just there. Anyway, yeah, just like, you should come and join the Twitch if you don't already watch like my Twitch and stuff. Yeah, we just chill out and do all that stuff, but we're not going to make this an ad for the whole Twitch channel side of things, because again, I do want to get more on the YouTube side of things. I want to improve these videos as much as I can, and like, yeah, so like, yeah, there's a lot more to skating and stuff. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and grab my, I'm not gonna go grab my board, but I'm gonna go grab the deck that's sitting there. Give me a sec, because I need to take my headphones off. Okay, wait. Okay. Right. Headphones are on. Okay. I just wanted to get that underneath the wire, because otherwise I would have pulled my fucking head off. Anyway, right. What I want to talk about here with the board in front of me as well is things that can happen to your board when you're skating. And this is probably the best board to show this off on, because this has been the board that's been used the most. And obviously, as you can see, it doesn't have wheels or anything. As you can see, it's pretty scratched up, all that stuff, you know. And it was the first board that I put the gripper of Artemis on, which I may do for my next board that I get. But anyway, right. So also what I want to talk about is wear and tear of the board, right? So basically, if you guys look at this edge right here, let me grab it with my chin a second, but like this little edge here is obviously wore down every time I've done an ollie, and basically I've caught this right before it becomes razor tail, because like it's not too thin, but it's thinning out. As you can see, it's like about that thick, whereas this edge is about that thick, give or take. I'm not being very accurate with it, but the nose has its own problems, because I do a lot of nose stalls. This started to scratch off the print. So like the print originally says, well, this side is plan B, and the B was on this side. Obviously the print's scratched off, the vinyl scratched off and all that stuff. But if your board looks brand new all the time, even after like your first time skating with it, I wouldn't say you're doing something wrong. I'd say you were very beginner level. Like, you've not tried ollies, you've not tried like anything like that. You've just tried riding the board, which is also a good thing. It's also a good thing about being a beginner. We don't have to spend as much on boards because we're not trying as dangerous tricks and as board breaking tricks. I mean, I've not broke a board yet. Give it time, because now that I've said that, I'm going to end up needing to use this board again. But I keep my old decks as spare, so I try not to break them in half when I get pissed off. But yeah, and obviously, like, here is where the trucks go, obviously, because you can see the holes. But there's also more of a reason to why a lot of the vinyl's been scratching off and stuff. Like, if I can find one of the deeper ones, I think this is probably the best one to show. Right, so if I bring this board here, so like these bits here are where the what's it called? Tell me what it's called. The wheel. I forgot what the wheel was, apparently. Oh, wait, you can actually see that one there as well. But basically, the wheels kind of bite when you know, land on a trick, or if you lean to one side too much, you can get wheel bite, which is as bad as, you know, hitting a pebble, hitting a rock, hitting anything like that and tripping up. Because if your trucks are too loose, you'll get a lot of wheel bite, because your board will, because like, well, if I was to have extremely loose trucks like I used to, because I used to get a lot of wheel bite because I tend to lean backwards more when I'm standing on a regular stance and stuff like that. So yeah, basically you have to know where you're leaning towards and stuff, like all that. And it's just, I'm actually gonna fucking put this down actually, because it's not heavy, but it's like hurting my hand because it's got a lot of grip on it still. It's got a lot of, that's also a thing. If you overuse your skateboard too much and you're using it every day, you know, 7 days a week, whatever, and you're doing a lot of ollies, a lot of kick flips, a lot of tricks, you will wear out your grip tape before you wear out your board. There's an easy way and there's a hard way of getting the grip tape off. You can heat up the grip tape with like a blow dryer, hair dryer, anything like that. Anything that puts out hot air should work. And like that tends to work the best, and then you just have to take it off and then put new grip tape on, which once I do get a new board and stuff, I will show you guys how to set up a board on stream, on the podcast maybe, or on a separate video or something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would think of a video like that, like just me you know, showing you guys how to set up a board, showing you what each part does. I've actually got a set of bearings here as well. Well, I've got the balls for the bearings, but I've not got the outer ring. But my fucking hand is pale. Believe it or not, my hands were red when I came in, because it's like, oh, it's like 2 degrees outside. I think it was like 3 when I was out, but still. Yep, so it's 3 degrees here, and I'm still, well, 2 degrees now, and I'm still sweating like a fucking pig. Well, I'm not quite sweating, I'm close to it though, because my room is just that warm. It's not bad having a warm room, but like in the summer, it is killer to fucking have a warm room. Like, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, I don't need my heating on. Like, I turn my heater off I mean, it's permanently off now because, well, don't bother bleeding mine anymore, I don't think. Because it doesn't need blood if it's not on, you know? I don't think that heater actually works anymore. But, again, it's probably because we've not bled it in ages, it just needs a good bleeding. But there's no point, because if that's on, that's even worse. I can't even point towards my heater apparently, because it's over there. It's off camera, but it's beside my door, so it's not so bad. But like, when it used to be on, it was sweating in here. I swear I would actually need AC in here if that heater was on in the winter. I need to have my windows open 24/7, wide as fuck, to make sure any cold air that I can get in and stuff like that. I love how I went on a tangent from my room, from skateboarding stuff to my room being warm as shit. I don't know how I did that, but I'm very good at it. And yeah, just like, there's just a lot of like other things with skating as well. They do annoy me. See, like, I'll switch between things as well. Like, it's my mind is absolute chaos, and you guys get to see me do this without because obviously, like, I don't do the podcast with scripts or anything, and today I didn't write my notes down again because I couldn't really think of any topics to come up with, so that's why I thought about skating and stuff like that. And yeah, like, you guys just get to see the inner workings of my mind as it's trying to come up with new topics, as it's trying to keep this like conversation kind of flowing, and it's just like going everywhere it can to keep that like motion alive, I guess. I don't know, but it's a very scary place, and that's it fucking censored. That's my mind censored, and you're calling it a scary place. You don't want to hear my mind uncensored then. But like, seriously, like, I love doing the podcast. It feels like normal just to talk shit for like an hour, and like, yeah, and like, there's just a lot of differences between like talking shit for an hour and a podcast. Like, my podcasts tend to have a bit of topic to them. I tend to have a little bit of structure, but it's my structure and it can vary depending on what I'm wanting to talk about. Like, if I wanted to, I could talk for hours about editing and graphic stuff because I'm very interested in it. I'm very intuitive with it. Who's in charge here? I don't know, Rome. The monkey's in my brain. I don't know. How you doing, Rome? Anyway, yeah. Also, guys, you should go check out Rome. Actually, let's give Rome a shout out if we can. If I can't, if I don't break the stream deck, that would also help. But yeah, we're going to give Rome a shout out as well. Remember, go and check out Rome. I'll leave his links down below as well. Make sure you annoy the shit out of him. Remember, we are the lava cult. I mean, lava community. We're a community. What we do here is fine. We're not a cult. We're a community of lava enthusiasts. Also, actually, I forgot to mention this at the start of stream. We now have the Lava Time Shake, and it's the best way to have your lava. It's the best way to drink it, shaken, not stirred, as always. It's the best way to have your lava. Alright, it's the way I like it. And yes, there's room with the the animated hype emote as well. Yeah. I mean, Artemis is technically a goddess, so technically I'm a god. I guess if I identify as male, right? I don't know how god things work, okay? Shush. It's fine. You know, whatever. We're not going to go into those semantics. You want to have those battles, battle them somewhere else. Because I don't care what you believe in as long as you're not hurting anyone, you know? Everyone here is just fucking... We just want to chill, you know? We just want to chill out. We just want to have a bit of fun. Messing about with some lava shit. Obviously, we don't... Like, stray away from making jokes about everything, but the only way I find jokes about people acceptable is if you're making jokes of everyone, including yourself. Because you have to have a laugh. You have to have a bit... The jokes have to be creative, though, you know? Obviously, this is my views on sorts of jokes. I don't get offended easily, so... You know, make all the jokes you want. I don't care. You can't offend me, because if you offend me, I will offend you back. It's the way I see it. It's not eye for an eye, but it's just But the only rule I have when insulting me, you have to be creative. Because if you're not creative, you're boring. And if you're boring, it's not funny. You know, it's just being a dick. You know, you gotta be a dick creatively. That's gonna be out of context, isn't it? You garbage. I knew you were gonna do that. Yeah, I'm pretty rubbish, eh? Like, exactly, like... See, everyone gets, I don't want to say everyone gets offended too easily, obviously, because, like, there's some things that you really do need to be, you know, careful about. You don't want to be a dick for being a dick's sake. You want to be a dick creatively. Again, that's getting out of context, but, yeah. Just have a bit of fun, you know? Don't give a shit what people think about you. Within reason. As long as you're not being a dick. Again, I don't care. You're not hurting anyone. Fair. But we're not going into semantics about that, because we're not talking about that. But, again, if you're not a dick to me, I won't be a dick to you. You know? There's respect for respect, and yeah, just have a bit of fun, you know? Just chill out. Sometimes I think that I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm, like, very chilled out. Like, I do get rage on games a lot, but, like... See, again, I've went on a massive tangent, by the way. But, again, that's what you guys are here for. That's what the podcast is for, right? But, like, yeah, like, I wouldn't say I'm chilled out. I wouldn't say I'm quick to anger, though. I'm, like, in that grey area of chilled out and angry all the time. That makes sense. Like, I can get pissed off if it's something I'm already pissed off about, and that. Or if you're being a dick to my mates, you just get fucking, you know, told to fuck off. Again, if you're not cunt to me, I'm not cunt to you. If you're sound, you're sound. If you're not, you're not, you know? Anyway, massive tangent aside, again, for the third time this episode of the podcast. But yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about before. I know I was talking about skating, but I was basically done with that. But, like, yeah, like I was saying, remember guys, go check out Rome, because he is very fun to watch. He's chill sometimes, depending on the day you catch him. Very dependable. Depends if he's playing Dark Souls as well, which he's playing today as well. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know when you're playing Dark Souls, basically. Nah, you're pretty chill then as well. I don't know. You're like chill chaotic, I guess, in a way. You know? Anyway. So yeah. Remember going to check out Rome, because every Thursday don't say it, Rome. I'm gonna get this fun day that I know exactly what time. We don't talk about this. It's just puts himself on the spot. It's roughly around. It's like 10:30 for me at night. Yeah. Time travel. I mean, in the UK we time travel. You can say anytime and you'll be right in some time zone. Yeah, exactly. I seriously can't remember what time you actually start your streams in your time zone, Rome. Gonna be honest. I'm totally not looking through your schedule to see if I remember. If anything clicks. It's usually about 7 EST, right? Which is like, I think 12 here. Thank you, JD. Also, another person to go check out as well. Go and also check out JD Smiles as well, because on Saturday / Sunday for me, I think, or something like that. Something like that. I will be in his crab game tournament, so remember, go and check out JD. And yeah, because again, someone that's very chill, someone that's fun to watch, that's fun to like just have in the background as well. You know. Yep. Apparently, JD gave me crabs. Great. That's going to be a great one for TikTok. That's the only stream clip I'm going to do for TikTok now. Wait. Actually, while we're on the subject of TikTok, again, massive tangent. But we are gonna. I think I'm taking my foot off the pedal from TikTok for a bit, because like nothing's really happening with it. I've not even went live for ages. Like, I've stopped going live because like I just don't. I'll do a live if I'm bored. They're very like improvised, the TikTok lives and stuff. Posting, I'm just shit posting all the time. I'll maybe post one video a day, but it's hardly like, you know, it's just not as fun as well. Yeah. How you doing, JD, by the way? Again, check JD out. Stop by his, actually, yeah, well, for any, yeah, that's the same. For anyone in the stream, stop by JD's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day. Saturday, you know, I know the time, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning for me on Sunday, but I'll just sleep before I do the crowd game tournament, so it's fine, doesn't matter. I'm prepared mentally might be a bit of a problem. Saturday 9 PM EST, yes, there we go. I knew it was Sunday like 2 AM for me, so like, yeah, something like that roughly. Thank you for reminding me. I'm actually gonna put an alarm right now as we're talking, to be ready for it at like 1:30. So wake up at 1:30, so yeah, I'll be fine. But no, not today. Not today, alarm. No. Sunday at 1 for me, because that's Saturday. Do I just ignore what I'm saying? I know what day it is, okay? Okay. Today's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. Certainly hope it's not Friday, because I should be working today. Well, I'd probably be finished work by now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm just making sure that I'm right with EST to GMT. Yeah. It's all good. We know what we're doing. See? But yes, anyone in the stream, go check out JD's Twitch. Like, now if you want. I don't think he's streaming though, but you can check it right now if you want. Give him a follow, all that good stuff. Obviously we'll be playing Crab Game over there on Saturday. For anyone that's in the EST or what other time zones there is. And for anyone that's UK, closer to UK time and stuff, obviously that will be Sunday, like 2 AM for UK people, stuff like that. Actually, while you're here, JD, is it okay for me to record my perspective for YouTube? Because I wanted to ask you just to make sure that it's okay with you and everything and all that stuff. Seeing as it's your tournament, I thought it'd be nice to at least ask, you know. I thought it was common decency, you know. But yeah. So yeah. I would be most woke streamer ever, yes. But yeah. Exactly. Like, I'm not going to record it if you want it to be your own thing, you know? But, like, as you've said that I can do it, that gives me... Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll always talk shit, because I'm always going to win. I'm always going to win this shit. Like, I'm going to win this crab game, and watch this be clipped where I lose. I'm going to end up, like, clipping this, and then when I do eventually lose at the crab game tournament, I'm just going to clip it because I know it's going to happen. Occasionally. I'm respectful when it's other people's content, you know. It's because, well, I know from my perspective, technically it would be my content in someone else's content, and then content-ception. My brain just fried itself there. Anyway, but yeah. So YouTube, we get people who are listening to this as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Ransom Arcs. I was working in your stream for a bit, and then I fell asleep and watched YouTube and stuff. Had John in the background, and then fell asleep, and then woke up, and then watched YouTube, basically. That's how I usually working people's streams. Like, I'll usually, like, either fall asleep, to be honest, a lot of the time, or like I'll go for a quick, like, hour nap, wake up an hour later, and then chat again, and then go to sleep again. Yeah. We'd wait to get a 7 PM start, but it's hard. Yeah. Nah, that's totally understandable. Like, I'm pretty adaptable for sleep stuff. Like, as long as I know when I've got, like, to be up for something, like, I'll just plan it ahead in my mind, I guess. And my body automatically wakes up. Like, I do wake up at 10 in the morning and then fall back asleep because I know I don't have to do anything like that. And I try easy. Stream them. So it jumps together. Yeah. Sometimes if I've like raided into someone and kept their stream up, and then went to sleep, woke up hours later, I go through like I go backwards as well, where like I'll just see who raided into who and stuff, and it's just like fun to look at, cause like I swear I've ended up in like, you know, I've ended up in some other types of streams and stuff. Yeah. I see all the streams. Yeah. Cause like I just leave it up because it's common decency. It gives someone a bit of a boost to their average viewers if they need it. And yeah, it's just, I don't care as long as they're having fun. I'm just working. Hell, some of the time I'll actually unmute the tab just to hear what they're saying and stuff, and just see what they're doing. If I like them, I drop them a follow. If they're not quite my type of streamer, I'll leave the work. I'll have them lowered. I won't like mute them, but I'll have them lowered, but have like YouTube up high or something, and then I'll go and edit or whatever. But like a lot of the time I just work a lot and edit and do all that stuff, which I'm glad that I can listen to. A lot of the time I listen to like someone else's stream while I'm editing, and I'm glad that I can, like, my mind lets me do that, because sometimes it doesn't. Like, if I'm listening to music and like editing at the same time, sometimes there's a forest fire you have to attend to. Yeah. I bet you do, Rome. There's always a forest fire. With you, there's always fire, to be honest. But yeah, like, yeah. But what else was I going to talk about? Yes, right, YouTube people. Right, back to what I was saying to the YouTube people. Right, that's probably going to be tomorrow's video or the video the day after or something. Anyone who's watching on YouTube, there will probably be a crab game, you know, video at some point. And yeah, it'll just be like highlights from the whole tournament and stuff like that from my perspective. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to do the crab game thing, to be honest, because there's a lot of fun people that are going to be in it as well. And yeah, I've just got to start organising shit now, which is also a thing that I still need to do and need to talk to some people with, but again, I'm not quite there yet. I think actually today's thing is like the last thing I need to do. Like, the last thing I needed to do before I start, like, you know, talking to people about, you know, doing a solo podcast on their side and doing, like, just using this overlay and whatever. Because, like, again, like I said yesterday when I was making it, that site, this logo here, you guys know which one I mean. I'm like pointing towards it in some way. That logo is changeable because, like, I just get their logo, put that logo there, and then put their YouTube, put their Twitter, and put their Twitch. I probably should have put their TikTok, but there's not quite enough room. But if they're Creator of the Week, I can give them the Creator of the Week thing to put on their stream, which will be fun. But yeah, we're close to getting the first test started and ready to go, just to see what it's like. You know, like I'm almost there. I just need to get a few people to help me test it now, which is the easy part, considering. But I think most of my plan should be to talk over like a week before we do it. So talk over with whoever I'm doing it with first. I don't care who does it first. Whoever wants in on it first, whoever wants to do it first. Open fucking invitation, you know. But like I've said before, there are a couple of people that I do want to get on and maybe just do interviews with or something like that, like myself. And yeah, that does mean the stream, I guess, for a Thursday for the podcast is not going to be solid for it. It can change, and if it does change, I will let you guys know and stuff. But if I know I'm doing a solo podcast that week, I will just put it in the schedule at the same time, you know. Again, unless I'm going out skating or something like that. But yeah, I like doing this podcast. It's fun, but I'm wanting to give it more of an open-ended invitation to other people to come and join it, to make it part of their own podcast, you know? Like, obviously, just because you do a solo podcast for like Artemis Anarchy once, doesn't mean you don't get to do it again. It means you get to do it as many fucking times as you want. As long as I've not got anything planned, or we both do like the podcast, obviously, like we do an interview with each other, and then like you do a solo podcast one week, I do a solo podcast one week, and then it'll just change. It'll just be a very fluid podcast. It will be very like, there will be like rules to it, but it'll be very basic rules. Like, obviously, I will say not too much. Don't go very political talk. I would like to stay away from political talk as much as we can. Obviously, because a lot of people have. Again, you guys know my philosophy on that. If you're not hurting anyone, don't care. I don't care what your beliefs are. But I mean, if you're going to be a dick, I'm going to be a dick back, you know? But, yeah. We're just going to try and keep this a very chill podcast, a very, you know, not too hectic, but not too, like, mellow, you know? Like, we want it to be a nice balance. But again, like I've said, I want to have it so I can see other people's style of doing podcasts and stuff, and solo podcasts and interview podcasts. But like, it's just they do a podcast for my stream or my video or whatever. But they do it on their stream, I should say. Actually, they do my podcast but on their stream for them, and then I throw everyone over there. Like, when we start putting them on other people's like channels and stuff, we will do. What we will do is we will start about an hour or two before. Like, we'll do like a small stream an hour or two before like their stream, and then like read out to them when they start, and then you guys get your, you know, usual podcast content on a Thursday or whenever. Like, obviously the podcast can change days depending, but like when it's just my solo ones, if I'm doing it solo, it will be a Thursday. But like, again, that gets talked over before they come on and do it and all that stuff, and I send them all the shit that they need and stuff like that, you know. And if they do have affinity themselves as well, which is a big boost if they do, they should be able to do the whole logo thing themselves, the whole, you know, lettering stuff themselves in their style. And yeah, it just makes it easier for everyone to, you know, make it a bit more spaced out, a bit more, you know, again, it's a more community thing that I'm wanting to build off of it. But like, you guys know the plan for that, for all that stuff. I keep talking about it because I keep wanting to remind you for the one time that you guys forget or whatever. It's just kind of drilled into your head almost, kind of, that I will be taking a more relaxed take to the podcast. I would, like, obviously, like, we can do, like, interview and stuff like that, but if I'm away doing something, like, I'm out skating for hours, or I'm away on a trip, like, skating, obviously, so if I'm, like, away in, like, Dundee, or Aberdeen, or, well, probably not Aberdeen, because Aberdeen skate parks are pretty shit, but you get the gist. It's like a hostile, everyone just takes a part, you know? We all do our part, we all do, like, bits and pieces, whatever we want, talk about what we're passionate about and stuff. Like, a lot of my podcast stuff tends to be about editing, skating, and just streaming and content creation stuff in general, because I'm really enjoying, like, making the YouTube videos, and I'm really enjoying, like, streaming, and I'm really enjoying doing all this different shit and coming up with these new ideas. I am going to tell you guys this early, like, this is very early, because Thankmas isn't until the end of the year, but I'm gonna hate you guys for this. I'm not going to tell you guys what the goal of Thankmas is for this, like the monetary goal for this is, because obviously we don't want to start it too early or anything. But once Thankmas opens up, I will do it straight away. I will add it straight away. I will tell you guys about it straight away. But this is the only incentive you guys get to know, like, early. And it is that if we get to a certain goal, which I have not decided yet, that's why I'm not telling you how much it's going to be, because I've not decided what it is. But I'm going to dye my hair for a certain amount, okay? It's a collective amount, so it's going to be a goal for, like, it's going to go up to whatever, right? So, but once we get to that goal, obviously I'll let you guys know. You guys will get to decide on the colour. We'll make a poll out of it or something. But again, you've got a while to wait. It's December, it's happening. Maybe early November it starts. Yeah, Sean usually starts at about, like, middle of November, right? That's when he starts Slankmas up. So once, you know, I know from once, like, Jacksepticeye starts, like, mentioning it as well and stuff like that, that's when I'll start mentioning it more. And obviously that's when I'll start putting it into the description in, like, YouTube videos and stuff like that. But yeah, that is final thing. Also, update. I do think I'm safe, but you guys still have another. I think it's another 2 weeks, if I'm right. When did we make that? Yeah, I think it was like I think you guys have got another 2 weeks. Again, you guys know the deal. 2K on TikTok, another 20 followers on Twitch. We're on 1,118 or something on TikTok, and 170 on Twitch. So yeah, I think I'm pretty safe, and I'm just gonna rub it in. I'm just gonna start rubbing it in, and then you guys are just I'm just gonna instantly regret it, but I don't care. I'm just gonna start rubbing it in all the time, you know. Like but yeah, rub it in what? Nothing. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if the like TikTok thing really matters too much now, but again, I was gonna rub in the fact that I'm pretty safe from an egg, because I made a deal with them. I'm not sure if you were in that stream room. I don't think you were. You might have been. You might have been working somewhere. But if I get another 20 followers on Twitch and another and hit 2K on TikTok, this was the original deal. I have to walk on Waggle. Wait, you know about this? Wait, yeah, no, the Waggle deal. Yeah, no, I just thought about that. You know about this because you fucking stitched the TikTok that I made about it. Duh. Oh my god, my brain fried for a second there, and we're gonna admit it. At least I admit when my brain is pure fried, or I don't have an idea what I'm talking about. At least I know when my brain's fried, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of things like that that are coming up that are going to be, god damn it, Jedi. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of things like that that are going to come up and be. I'm just rubbing it in because I feel pretty safe. I feel safe from it. I'm not going to have to go and find any old Waggle, because there may be Waggle in there somewhere. I don't know. I've not checked in ages. And it'd probably not be enough anyway. But just because that deal doesn't happen doesn't mean there's not going to be another deal that I may get called a masochist for. But we're not making that deal until the other deal's finished, so we're not talking about it even. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Actually, also, I'm also thinking about, like, obviously, like I've said, I'm thinking about making a second channel for the whole skating side of, like, what I do and stuff. And obviously, I want to make skating into content, so I'm not sitting in this room recording all day through the summer. That's the main reason why I'm making this skate channel as well. But we'll just be having fun with it, and I might make some challenge videos for whatever tricks I can do. We just, you know, mess about with. Doesn't matter too much. But like, I don't want to be stuck inside all day this year like I was last year, because I guess I was over panicking about, like, you know, streaming and stuff. And obviously, like I said, I'm planning on getting a lav mic by like June, July time anyway. So, well, by the start of summer, end of spring maybe. But like I was saying, once I get the WAV mic, that's when we'll start making the skate content a lot more prominent, and it will be the same with streams. We will do some skating streams when I can and when I want to, you know? Like if I feel like doing a skating stream, like just off the cuff, it may be a scheduled stream for something else, but we're just going to go with it as it goes, you know? But anyway, with that final tangent wrapped back into skating, we're going to end the podcast there. I hope you guys enjoyed that podcast, you know, listening to me going about 50 million tangents, talking about random shit, random crap. Mainly, it's, to wrap it up, it's mainly, I'm skating more. I'm going to be doing more skate content soon. There'll be a second channel. I will talk more about it once it's ready and once I've started posting on there. But just know that that's in the background. We're also talking about like the podcast. The podcast may be getting its own channel soon. I don't know yet. Once that I know it's in the works and it gets in the motion of like becoming more of a community thing, that's when we'll make it its own channel. Because I also want to get like, you know, different people to edit it other than just me. I want to see other people's takes on editing. Because like my edits for podcasts, I tend to leave everything in. I tend to leave the mistakes in. I tend to leave a lot of stuff in. And I'll just like add the intro and add the outro or whatever, you know? Like, I like you guys to see like the mistakes or the... And because I don't have as much like dead space, I don't need to, you know, edit it as well. Like, I don't have to like, you know, join like massive spaces of like silence together. Like, cut out the massive space of silence and then cut in the, like, you know, actual talking. But yeah, like, there's gonna be like stuff like that, you know? It's just general. And yeah. Again, I went on a tangent from that outro as well. Also, it's been one mad fucking year, and yeah, we're not stopping anytime soon anyway. I can tell you the guys that. We're definitely not stopping anytime soon. We're going along with a lot more plans. The more stuff that comes up, the more stuff that I start doing. Yeah, my tangents have tangents. They really do. It's a problem. But it makes it good for a podcast. Because you guys seem to like the podcasts a lot of the time. But, like, again, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I know I was taking that slow because I was trying not to make myself go on another tangent, even though I'm going on another tangent about tangents. But we're, like I said, wrapping up the podcast. To everyone who watches the podcast and watches these streams, thank you very much. I hope you, again, like the podcast, all that stuff. Remember, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, you know, algorithm, feed the algorithm gods, please, so I can get pushed out a bit more. Anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next podcast. Alright, peace.